Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called The Other Side by Alaric Taki A, or Crusader 175. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the entire grid with the digits 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or box. We have X sums, where red clues outside the grid indicate the sum of the first X digits in the corresponding direction, where X is the digit placed in the first cell in that direction. So for example, this could be 4 here, and that would say that the X sum is the sum of the first 4 digits in this direction. That's 21, right? So this would have to be something like, could be something like 4, 6, 3, and 8. And that would satisfy this X sum because the first 4 digits add up to 21. And that's how X sums works. In addition, we also have Y sums, where blue cells outside the grid, which are these, indicate the sum of the first Y digits in the corresponding direction. But Y is the digit that's placed in the Xth cell in the corresponding direction, where X is the digit placed in the first cell in that direction. Okay, so let me see if I can come up with an example of this. So you could have something like, I don't know, 9. Yeah, this is kind of complex. This is kind of solving it too, so let's try it this way. Let's say this is 8. This is 3, and this is 6 and 9, right? 6 and 9. So X is the first digit placed in the first cell in this direction, so that's 8. Y is the digit placed in the Xth cell, which is the 8th cell in this direction, so therefore Y is 3. And the first 3, the blue clue is is equal to the sum of the first Y digits, which is 3. So that would be 8, 6, and 9, which does add up to 23. So this would be a valid Y sum here. Anyways, that's an example of how Y sums works. Those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, it's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. This is 41. Let's start with the X sums since they're more straightforward. This is 41. This must be the sum of 7 digits or 8 digits, right? Because you can only have 1 digit adding up to 4 or 1 digit adding up to 1 and 3. So this is either 7 or 8. Oops. This is 7 or 8 digits here. That means these digits are 1, 3, or 4 here. If this is 1, that would say that Y is also 1, and therefore Y would be the sum of the first 4 digits, or the first single digit, which is 1, which is not possible. So this can never be 1. This then, the X in this Y sum must be 3 or 3 or 4. Therefore, this 3 or 4 here must be at least 4 or 7. 4 to 7, but we don't know which one it is. Okay, so that's not going to be helpful. 21 can be anything from 4 to 6, because if you try to have 3 here, that would be at most 3, 8, and 9, adding up to 20. So this is 4 through 6, and you could have 6 with just 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. this would be also, actually it cannot be 6. It has to be 4 or 5 here, right? Because if we tried to make this 6, the problem is the first 6 digits could never add up to 22. It could add up to 21 or 23, but not 22. Because if you have 6 digits which add up to 22, it has to be specifically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. 25 can be 4 through, can't be 7. It's 4, 5, and 6. Aha. Because of that, we have a 4, 5, 6 triplet in column 1, which eliminates 4, 5, and 6 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this has to be at least 7 or 8. Actually, it has to specifically be 7, I think, right? It can never be 8 because you can't have one digit adding up to 45 minus 31, which is 14. So this is 7. This is 8. This 8 means the first 8 digits add up to 41. So this must be 4 then. The remaining digits are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 9. But this can't be 9 because 9 would require the xsum to add up to 45 because it's all 9 digits. Can't be 2 because 2 and 9 at most add up to 11. So this must be 3, which means this is 1, 2, or 9. This is 1, 2, or 9, and this is 1, 2, or 9. So first 3 digits add up to 16 here. So it must be either, these two must be 13. So it's either 4, 9, it cannot be 5, 8 because of the 8 in the box, or it's 6, 7. Okay. This 7 means the first 7 digits add up to 31. So these 2 digits must add up to 14, which is 45 minus 31. So it's either 5, 9, or it's 6, 8. That doesn't tell us much. We got 4, 5 here. We know the difference between, this is, the two sums here add up to 41. Sorry, 44. So the overlap, there cannot be an overlap, and there must be a 1 in between them. So if it's the first 4 digits, this would be a 1. If it's the first 5 digits, this would be a 1. If it's the first 6, it cannot be the first 6 digits. If it's the first 6 digits here, this would be 1, and these 2 digits would have to add up to 23, which is not possible. So this is 4 and 5 also, which forces this to be a 6. So the first 6 digits here add up to 25. Which means these 3 digits add up to 20. So it's 3, 8, and 9. 4, 7, 9. It cannot be 5, 6, 9. Cannot be 5, 6, 9. It could, can it be 5, 7, 8? It could be 5, 7, 8. Hold up, okay. Because these 2 digits add up to 31, it's either 5, 9, or 6, 8. So cannot be 3, 8, 9, because that would eliminate all possibilities for these cells. So this can't be 3, 8, 9. It could be 4, 7, 9 here again. If this is 6, 8. It cannot be 5, 6, 9. It cannot be 5, 7, 8. If it's 5, 7, 8, that would eliminate both possibilities here again. So this is 4, 7, 9, which eliminates 5 and 9 of possibilities. Therefore, this is 6 and 8. The remaining digits in this box now are 1, 2, 3, and 5. So this adds up to 20 here. This then must be 4 or 5 digits. Well, it can't be 4 because 4, 7, and 9 would reference a non-4, 7, or 9 here. So this has to be 5 digits. So this is 1 and 3. That leaves the remaining digits as 2, 5, and 8. Therefore, it must reference. It can't reference 4 because 2, 5, and 8 are not there. It must be 7 here. This must be 7, which forces this to be 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. This has to be a 4-9 pair. This 7 references this as a y, so it's the first 5 digits adding up to 24. One of these must be a 1 here. The fourth digit referencing that, we don't have any information on. This is 6 or 8 is the reference. This is 14 at least. Therefore, you have at least 2 digits. So it must be 4 or it must be, it could be 5. Is that right? Yeah, it cannot be 6 because the 6 has to be here. And it can't reference itself then. So it's 4 or 5 in one of these two spots. If it's 4, so say this is 6 or 8 leading to a 4, which means the first 4 digits. This is 14. This would have to add up to 11. Cannot be 3, 8. Can't be 1 with anything. Can't be 5, 6. So it would have to be 2, 9 if that were the case. If this was 4, if one of these was 4. If one of these were 5, one and 3 could not be here. These 3 digits would add up to 11. What would that mean, though? Those 3 digits would have to add up to 11. It cannot be 1, 2, 8. Cannot be 1, 4, 6. It can't be 1, 3, 7 because the 7 in the row. That eliminates all the 1s. So it would have to be 2, 3, 6, but it can't be 2, 3, 6, or it's 2, 4, 5. Either way, this is a 2. So this is either 2, 9, or it's 2, 4, 5 here. We're not sure which. So this has to be, one of these is 1, which means this can't be 1. This is a 1, 3, 5 triplet. What's the rest of these digits? We have 1 has to be here. 3 actually has to be here. So this is 4, 5, 4, 5. This could be 4, 5, 9. This can never be 2, 4, and 5. Because if this is 2, 4, and 5, then this x would reference a y, which is not possible. So this has to be then referencing this, because 1 and 3 can't be here, 1 and 3 can't be here. So this is 6, and this is 8. This 6 makes sure that this has to be 4 to reference the first 4 digits, so this is 9. So this is 2, 8, 9, 6, adding up to 25. This is 5. This is a 1, 3 pair. The rest of this is 2, 4, 8, and 9. The rest of this is 2, 8, 6, and 7. 5 has to be one of these 2 digits here. This 4 references that so it cannot be 4 digits adding up to 28. It's at least 5. So it's 5, 6, or 7 here. We're not sure which. Hmm. 12. Okay. Remaining digits in column 9 are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 9, right? But if it is a y sum, it can never be 1 because it would reference itself. So that would say, if that would say that x is 1, which would force y to be 1, which would mean that the y sum would have to be the sum of one digit, which would be 1. So these can't be 1, these can't be 1. They could be 2, they could be 8 and 9 even. Yeah. What else do we have? This can't be 3 though. It has to reference, it's at least 3 or 4 to add up to 12, right? So this cannot reference the second digit here. Y cannot be the second digit because that can be neither 3 or 4. So it cannot be 2. It could be 5, which could be 4 here, 8 or 9. If it's 9, this is obviously 6, 7. This is 3. And this would be 1, 2. Oh, that's interesting. If it's 5, it cannot be 5. If it's 5, that would reference 4. But then that would have to be 1, 2, 4, 5, adding up to 12, which is not possible. So this cannot be 5. This is 8 or 9. If it's 8, it doesn't work either. Because if it's 8, that would mean this has to reference 4 here. But then you can't have 1, 2, 3, 6, and you can't have 1, 2, 4, 5 adding up to 12. So this has to be 9. That references the 3. Therefore, this must be a 6, 7 pair. This can't be 1. This is 9, 2, and 1 adding up to 12. Y is 9. X is 9 here for the y sum, which forces this to be 3 as the y, which means the y sum is the first 3 digits. This can't be 2 because of this 2, so this is 1, this is 2. This can't be 1. The remaining digits here are 4, 5, and 8. This can't be 4. This can't be 5. This 4, 5, 8 eliminates 4, 5, and 8 from the rest of the box. This can't be 5. This is then 6 or 7 here. This can't be 1, 2, or 9. These can't be 9. Remaining digits here are 1, 2, 4, 5, 9. And these can't be 4, these can't be 5. So 4 is one of these two digits. 2 has to be one of these 3 here. Remaining digits in box 9 are 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, but these can't be 8 here. This can't be 8 because of the 8 here. Say this was the first 6 digits, right? That would mean these 3 digits add up to 17. Is that possible, is the question. 17 minus 8 is 9. So these two digits would have to add up to 9. Well, 1 8 is removed, 2 7 is removed, 3 6 is removed, and 4 5 is removed. So no, this cannot be 6. This has to be 7 then, which forces these two digits to add up to 17. So this is 8 and 9. This is the first 7 digits, so it's 1. These can't be 9 here. This can't be 9. This has to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 here. This can't be 5. This can't be 5 because of the 5 in the box. Therefore, 5 must be here, which means none of these three can be 5. This can't be 1. Where is the 5 in box 7? It has to be here. And where's the 4 then? It has to be here. So this cannot be 4 here. Where's the 4 in box 4? It has to be here. Makes that a 4. Because this can no longer be 4. Okay. 2, 3, 5, or 8. This is also 2, 3, 5, or 8. 2 we know has to be one of these 3 digits. Interesting. The overlap here must be 2, right? Because combined, the sums add up to 47. You can't combine them to have a 1 and a 1 of some sort. It has to be an overlap of 2, and specifically 2. So if this is 4, this would be 2 as the overlap. If this is 5, this would be 2 as the overlap. Well, say you had 2 and 4 in size. It would have to be 2, 4, 7, 9. That is possible. Therefore, 2 can never be here. 2 has to be either here or here. If this were a 5, yeah, how would it have an overlap here of 2? If this is 4, it would have to be, the y would have to be 6 this way. That's possible. If this is 5, the y would have to be a 5 also. But there's no way for this to be 9 to make that 5 and 5. So this can never be 5. This has to be 4, which makes this a 5. The 2 overlap has to be here, which means this is 6. So this must be, this is 2 and 4. The remaining digits must add up to 22 minus 6, which is 16. So it's 7 and 9 here, which means that eliminates 7 and 9 from the rest of the box. This can't be 9. Where is a 9 in column 1? It has to be here. So this is 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 2. So this is 8. This is 2. These can't be 8 anymore. This can't be 2. So this is 8. This can't be 2 either. This can't be 2. This 8 eliminates that 8. So this is 5. This can't be 5. 8 would reference a 7 or 9, and that's not possible because it needs to be 6. So it has to be 3 or 5 here. So this is 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5, 6, 8. The 6 has to be in the 3rd or the 5th slot, so it cannot be here. This can't be 8 either. Neither of these can be 1 because one of these... Okay, so this 5 says that this has to be the x sum. So then the 1 has to be here. So these 3 digits must add up to 23. So it must be 8, 6, and 9. That eliminates 6, 8, and 9 from the rest of the box. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. This is 3, which forces this to be 5. This 5 means the y has to be in the 5th spot, so this is 6. This can't be 6 or 5 here. This can't be 5. This can't be 5 or 3, so this is 1. This can't be 1 or 3, so this is 2. This can't be 1 then. These can't be 3. This is a 5-6 pair, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the row and the rest of the box. So this can't be 6. This is a 7. This is an 8. This one eliminates that one. That's a 3-8 pair here, which eliminates 3 and 8 from the rest of the row, which forces this to be a 1. The remaining digits, this 8 eliminates 8 from being here, so this is 3, this is 8. This 3 eliminates that 3, so it's a 5, 3. This 5 eliminates that 5, so it's 6 and 5. This 6 eliminates that 6, so it's 9 and 6. We have 4 and 7 remaining here. This can't be 7, so this is 4. This is 9, this is 4, this is 7. This 2 eliminates that 2, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 1. 3, 1. This 9 eliminates that 9, so this is 7 and 9. This 7 eliminates that 7, so it's 6 and 7. This can't be 2 anymore. We have 2 and 6 remaining, so this must be 6. This must be 2. This is 3 and 5, 3 and 8 remaining. This can't be 8 because of that 8, so this is 3. This is 8. This must be 4 and 7, but this can't be 4 because of that 4, so this is 7, which makes that 4. That 7 eliminates that 7, so this is 6. This 1 eliminates that 1, so this is 3. This is 2. This can't be 2 or 6, so this is 7. This can't be 6 or 7, so this is 2. This 1 eliminates that 1, so it's 3 and 1. This 8 eliminates that 8, so it's 4 and 8. We have 3, 5, and 9 remaining here. This can't be 3 or 9 because of this 3 or 9, so it's 5. This can't be 3, so this is 9, which makes that a 3. Therefore, this is 1. This has to be 9, and this is a 6. That's how you solve it. Yeah, I guess this is, for me, this is in between easy and average and challenging. It seems pretty straightforward, actually, to me, to be blunt. Because basically you start eliminating the possibilities for the x sums here, and that makes things much easier. Yeah, I don't know. This seemed pretty straightforward to me. The only thing that's different is that I've never seen the y sum rule set before, but it seemed pretty straightforward. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.